Before you full screen this video, hit like and subscribe. If you do not enjoy my content, please feel free to unsubscribe at the end of the video. However, if you choose to stay subscribed, thanks. It helps me out a ton and I appreciate all who do so. Now on to the video. Hello! So recently, I've been playing on the server called ImperiexMC. It's a roleplay server that takes place in medieval times. There's a bunch of complicated lore that I'll leave a link in the description for, however most of it is irrelevant. There are 2 points that I'll tell you about. First, we come from Ruvia, a very beautiful and luscious land that was at the height of its power before it happened. It was a disease, and we called it limp fever. It forced us away from our homes and made us take the journey to East Haven. Second, I worship the god of the sun, Titus. His radiant light is not the only religion followed in the server, however it is the only one that I, Abaddon, believe is acceptable. Those 2 events lead to today, where members of a neighboring town visited our place of worship, our cathedral. They had been threatened by a mysterious figure, and were told we, at the cathedral, would attack them if they're not compliant in worship of his radiant light.
Because Pottsfield received some threats in the past.
Is that so?
We did. Warnings of the cathedral attacking us.
And who made
did?
these threats?
Random strangers came into town. They saw our empty church because we had not filled it at the time and told us that if we did not follow Titus, that we might get attacked.
Now, of course, we were not responsible for such threats, and as such, we reassured them that we would not attack them under any circumstance. What would our reasoning be?
There is no need to worry about that. The cathedral will not raise its sword against the innocent people of this land.
That's reassuring.
Of course, Abaddon has a,
Could you stop?
let's say, a short temper, as is just displayed.
Uh-oh. So, 3 days prior, I took a trip to a town called Aethria. It is where Ilfas, or Atlas OGE, hails from. There, they practice a religion called Menialia, a polytheistic religion where they worship multiple gods and goddesses instead of just one singular, such as mine. Now, personally, I didn't agree with this and got a little aggressive with Ilfas. He went on to explain his religion while I almost fell asleep at the table.
What is it?
It's a faith.
Ah.
I
Oh.
can't say that I'm very familiar with other faiths.
Are
or
they
religions.
zealots? Who do they worship?
Nerona.
Multiple.
I see.
You see, remember that town of Pottsfield I mentioned earlier? Yeah, so it is located across the continent, and it is not easy to reach overnight. Therefore, our leader, Clown Pierce, offered them a room for the night.
There is quite a lot of you, however, you might need to share. Atlas, if you would please. Get him out of here. Come on. Up, let's go.
This is
Let's
quite
go, come on.
reassuring. This is.
Let's get it moving, guys. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Now, I'm a cautious person, and I was suspicious of our guest's behavior, and so I went to do some digging.
Call me crazy. I don't think you have to stay in the corner anymore. I mean, we're locked in here. I don't think anyone's going to come in.
True. Would you like to stay guard first?
Sure.
Yeah,
No one
yeah.
Oh, Kit, then you can take one of the beds. We have 4, so it's enough for us. Sprite will stay guard.
Hello.
There's
Do you
that
guys
laughter
faint
again.
laughter? Do you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard it before, too.
Escape.
Well, I heard the lock behind him, so
Is
I don't
there?
know if we can.
I guess we're stuck here for tonight.
Could we?
What do we have to
Did one of
defend
you write
ourselves?
that in the book?
What? It was not me. It was not
Oh,
me. Do one of you?
Melly, could you hit shift real quick? Sorry, you're glitched.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you guys hear that? Someone's getting. Do you hear that? It sounds like a knocking. What do you? In the event something happens, what do you guys have to defend yourselves with?
Well, they didn't take our weapons.
I have a sword.
Ah, smart. I happen to have rabies in my satchel,
Fabian, can you hear us?
but I'm not sure how much of a help that would be for us.
Read.
I knew it. Their speak of weapons and guards confirmed my suspicions. They did not trust us, so I had to make sure to keep an eye on them to figure out what they would do next. I knew they would not want to attract attention, and lo and behold...
Please, may I
Don't
come
get
in?
their attention. Everyone, pretend like you're sleeping. I don't
Maybe you
trust
should
them one
stand
bit.
at the door.
I don't think we can trust Cathedral. Pretend like you're sleeping.
With their treachery and mistrust all but confirmed in my mind, I had to keep an eye and ear out for them for the rest of the night. I did not know what they wanted or what they were going to do, so I kept my guard up until they took action.
Could we request a room change?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Yes, I think we'd all be more comfortable.
I don't.
Yeah, this room is a little creepy, I must say.
We've been hearing laughter noises and even knocking. Would you happen to know who's behind that?
No, I don't. I'm sorry, ladies. There are no other rooms. The others are occupied.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
There's so many rooms here. Are you sure? I am. I do have.
How convenient.
I do have a place that you could take take a break in.
Oh, that would be great. Please.
I knew exactly where they were headed. The garden. The garden is a place built under the cathedral used for relaxation purposes. However, people rarely slept down there. Their eagerness to get away from the main cathedral building justified my actions perfectly. As to not arouse suspicion, I had to get there first. And get there first, I did.
Oh dear.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful.
It is. It's very beautiful.
Oh
Wow,
my.
all the flowers.
All right.
Ooh, this is definitely
Atlas, you come here often to do relax.
Wow, I don't blame you. It seems like a very relaxing place.
We'll
relaxing
take as much
is.
time as you like here. Well,
Lord.
so that you until you like to leave.
How
the
wonderful.
rooms.
How are you able to foster such a lush environment without the sun's light?
I guess,
It's truly amazing.
are the lanterns enough?
Yes, they are.
Oh, wow. I hope you don't mind, but we decided we'll spend the night here instead of in our rooms.
Very well. Backed into a dilemma of continuing my monitoring and getting caught, or giving it up and staying a secret, I was ultimately forced to concede my position and headed back into my room until morning.
Abaddon. Where is he? Auden?
Yeah.
Will you two come down here and show them to the dinner table? I shall prepare breakfast in the meantime.
It was time for breakfast. However, I had secretly changed the content of the book on the lectern. It was written in the cryptic language of my ancestors, or Greek for you European readers. I had to get this book into their hands to tell them I knew of their treachery.
I have some mutton.
I mean, I
share.
have potatoes. I could pretend that's just like the.
I have a
the
bunch of
fresh
I have bread.
potato.
I have bread. May I share?
It could be bread and potatoes and
Of course.
chicken.
Will you explain to me how ever did you end up in the basement?
Well, we asked Atlas to bring us. Well, she offered, I guess. We asked for a different room, and she said there were none, but she could show us to the basement.
I see. The room was not to your liking?
Well,
There was.
I also have a
Then-
question.
Ask away.
Where's Sprite?
oh,
Sprite, yes.
um,
When's the last time anyone saw him?
I saw
saw him around here
a
not
while
long ago.
He
I
was
saw
just.
him at
fine.
breakfast.
I just saw him standing here.
Sprite?
Allow me to excuse myself for a moment. I
Sprite?
need to go powder my face.
Now, reading a book in this ancient language has been known to enrapture those who read it for the first time, and the only way to remove them of this trance is to take the book, and so take away the book I did.
Oh, well then.
If you would gather everyone up, I think it's time for them to head home again.
Of course.
Yes, I think we shall.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yes, thank you very much for having us. Fabian, please.
Of course.
We're leaving now.
With the treacherous guests leaving for the foreseeable future, it was my last chance to give them the message undetected. I dropped it in a hall and hoped they would find it.
We should.
Oh, I think I was in this room here. Look what I found in This was in one of the hallways.
Oh, what sort of a language is this?
I don't know.
What? Where are you
You found a
guys?
book written in another language.
And success. With the message in their hands and outside of our walls, everything has gone according to my plan. And that is the story for today. As the story progresses further, I will make more videos like this. So if you're interested, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. You'll then be notified of when the next part is released. The following clips are of us breaking the fourth wall and just dicking around in general. If you came here for lore, it is over now, and no useful information will be contained in the following clips. Bye guys, see you guys next time.
How do you even pronounce that?
Menelina?
Menelia.
Menelia?
Is that a new type of disease?
Minneapolis.
Massachusetts?
I have not heard of that. Australia does not allow healers.
Is that meant to be Australia?
Yes! They weren't allowed to name it Australia, so they did Australia.
They wanted to name it that, but they got told no.
Wait, did it work right? Did they not notice
Yeah,
it?
well, they tried Australia, and then they also got a no, and then Australia was the one that were. Oh,
I can't fucking believe it. Get it? Because he's fucking British.
Huh?
That is who he got shanked by.
Yeah, I hate to be a bitch, but can the people who aren't here not speak in the call, please?
I've just been muted. Sash. I've just been
sorry,
muted.
I